what is going on in the world. Well, Tekken 7 DLC has come out today. 2 new characters. You can watch video later with me together. In other news, Project Judge, very strange Japanese game, has a Japanese TV commercial. You can see my reaction video to this. Also, Captain Marvel, sexy bitch, blonde hair. She is coming in, new trailer tomorrow. We analyze this. And other news. I am Johnny Massacre, and this is the Johnny Massacre Show. Hello, I'm Johnny Massacre, and you know, on this show, we like to get wild and crazy. Now look, I have some video game I want to show you. If you do not want to see it, looking is not probleming, but tomorrow when you wake up and you have to go to school, you cannot tell your friend you've seen nothing on the computering because video game rot your brain. Now listen, come now, Tekken 7, Tekken, this is game from a long time ago. Now Tekken 7ing, my god, 7th heaven with Tekken. Okay, so listen, new character is coming with DLC. First character, his name is Marduk. Have a look at Marduk together with me. Okay. So, yeah, I haven't played Tekken for ages. I kind of lost interest in fighting games a bit, to be honest. But I just thought, we'll kick off on Monday with some nice computer graphics. Look, there's a very shiny car being lifted up by Marduk. This is ridiculously Japanese, over-the-top, silly, bright and colourful. See, back in the day, no one used to question this shit because all games were Japanese. But now we've got lots of American titles. It just makes these games look even weirder than they actually are. And they already were pretty weird to start with. So Marduk is a very big, brutish character, quite slow, big damage by the looks of it. Beating the shit out of King, that's enough of that. See, King was my favourite character back in the day, and they've also introduced what's his name? Armor King, which is like a bastard version of King. And you can see him here. And this guy cracks me up, right? Look at this guy's fucking costume. It's as if they were brainstorming what to put on this character. And they wrote down about 100 things on a whiteboard. And then they all left the meeting to go and get pissed. And then the producer came in and there was only one more day to fit this character into the game. And he just took everything that was on the whiteboard and he actually made it into a real character. There's no restraint on Armor King. He's wearing some ripped up Bushido samurai garb around his waist. He's got a bare midriff. He's got a kind of cute fluffy leopard's tail hanging off his ass. He's got a big spiked Legion of Doom shoulder pad. He's got a chain. He's even got a fucking red and green eye. His right eye's green and his left eye's red. And there's other shit as well. There was just no restraint, and now it's just gone full on batshit crazy, spewing out green smoke. Tekken 7 and Japanese developers, what the fuck you want? These characters are available to play with now. Armor King and Marduk, however you pronounce it. And there's some other characters as well if you want to hop onto YouTube and look at the reveal. But yeah, any Tekken fans out there? Okay, in other news, there are these weird, there's this weird game coming out called Project Judge, and it's made by this Sega's Yakuza division who made the Yakuza games, which is basically GTA Lite in Japan, and some of those are pretty good. And this game is coming out on December the 13th, which is next week, well, 10 days later. So that will be on a Wednesday or Friday next week in Japan, so I could pick this up. Can you pick up Japanese games overseas in America if you've designated your console as a Western console? I wonder, do you have to hack it to do that? Answer in the comments below. But I looked at some of this today and the graphics are quite sexy. So why not have a look at this if you're not familiar with it? Project Judge. Whoa, it's a babe. She's rather hot. She's the kind of sexy, smart type. Like in that Mysterious Fringe. There's so many geezers like this in Japan. Smoking salary men. This is very gangster though. This has a kind of noir feel about it. And it looks like authentic Japan. This is what rooms look like in Japan. They even have those weird plants at the back. I see them everywhere. Bengoshi, that means lawyer. So in this game, it seems like you're playing a detective as opposed to a criminal. So you're on the other side of the force. I guess it's the good side of the force. But I'm sure you're going to be some kind of anti-hero detective who gets thrown off the case and then he has to break the law to kind of solve the case and then he gets reinstated at the end or something. I rather like this bird though. But she's a bit miserable, isn't she? Anyway, so it's not all this boring. There are kind of bits where you're running around and there's action. Look, there's, oh fuck, something landed on her head. And look at this, the neon lights of the big city, downtown Tokyo. Look at that. Why do all Japanese actors who are supposed to be manly talk like this? 何これ? それは絶対ダメです。これがメガネ。私の黒のメガネです。血いっぱいあるだ。床で。So look, there's lots of blood and mysteries and stuff. The graphics are great, and this, if you kind of are interested in Tokyo but you can't afford to go, this is probably the next best thing because it really does look like Tokyo. Now on to the next part of the show, Captain Marvel. Apparently, Marvel has confirmed tomorrow's big trailer. So there's a trailer tomorrow, and I can't be asked to watch this because I've already watched the first trailer and it was really shit. And I'm really tired of diversity in comics and stuff. I don't want to see politics in movies. I don't want to have people insult my intelligence and try to brainwash me into some weird way of thinking because of someone's political agenda. Fuck that. Politics ruins everything. I talk about politics too much on this show. But I just want to be honest with you about this movie, Captain Marvel. I'm just going to be honest. And if I sound like a bad person, I guess that makes me a bad person. So look, I was looking at this and I thought, do you know what? She's fit. She's kind of fit. I definitely would. She's actually kind of beautiful, I think. I like the hair. I like the way the hair's a bit messy. It's a little bit scruffy. It's not quite anti-hero, but it's a bit like, yeah, this bird doesn't give a fuck. So I like the hair. I think the costume and the armor looks really good. I guess people who design these costumes must have so much fun. I imagine how much that shit costs. A bespoke kind of leather suit. Looks decent. But my overriding thought is, where are the boobies? If the boobies were bigger, if she had huge boobs, I would be much more interested in this film. It's just the truth, and most men will. Men like boobies. Big boobies are basically a primal signal to all males that this woman could be a very good bearer of your child and sustain your future lineage for generations to come. We all like big boobies. And look, if she had big boobies, it doesn't mean it still can't be all feministy and stuff, right? It's like, yeah, she's like strong, empowered woman, and she's got big boobies, but she's not all about the boobies. She's also about kicking ass and being empowered, etc. So if they just would have casted a woman with bigger boobs, the movie would have been more successful. But they've gone woke. They're going to go broke. I don't think this movie is going to do very well. I'll be back tomorrow reacting to this trailer. What do you think? Do you think Captain Marvel should have bigger boobies? Okay, that's about it for today. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet for Monday because really there is fuck all going on. There's so little going on. I was considering going through CNN with you and just well, fuck it. Why don't we go through CNN? Let's go all attention deficit disorder and just randomly follow our noses. Okay, so just a very quick look at what's going on in the world, just to prove to you there's fuck all going on. That journalist who was murdered by Saudis, there's some shit going on there. And then Don Lemon, okay, let's not even get into that. What else is going on? UK spy chief to Russia, don't attack UK life, okay? Ted Baker's staff slam forced hugging. Okay, so I guess the fashion brand has been asking its employees to hug people to feel better about themselves. Hashtag me too. Man drops ring down drain after proposing. You really done fucked up there. This is a slow news day. Michelle Obama discloses... oh my God, I don't want to talk about any politics. Is there anything non-political? Not really. So as you can see, there's real fucking slim pickings out there. So I've been reduced to covering culty video games and Tekken 7. Although Tekken 7 did look rather good. So fuck all that shit. There's nothing going on in the world. So let's go into my world. Right, I'm absolutely knackered. I slept for 2 hours. I was moving around furniture in the middle of fucking nowhere. For some reason, I was on a farm where I was storing all this furniture and shit. And I was moving the furniture around. And I'm going to be doing more of that this week. So I just got to get some shut-eye. I had loads of shit I wanted to tell you today, but I've completely forgotten because I'm a scatterbrain. I just wanted to get the ball rolling and get this Johnny Massacre show out there. There isn't really much video game news because all the big titles have come out in preparation for Christmas already. And the same goes for movies. As you can see, we've got fucking Captain Marvel and crap like that. So there isn't much happening. But yeah, today's laundry day. Hence why I'm wearing only a denim shirt. If you're wondering about my strange fashion choice, the eagle-eyed of you out there might notice that my setup has changed slightly. There's a few more nerdy items back there. Do you know what those are? Comments in the box below. Extra points if you can guess, or if you know what those pieces of paper are from and what they represent. Yeah, my brain is boggled right now, so I'm just going to call it a day, call it a night, and I will be back tomorrow. Love ya.